Okay, so this is part two to the reading. I already pulled some cards here. So, regarding the Justice card here underneath the Four of Swords. So, as you are on this passionate new beginning, taking charge in your life, you're very passionate about it, you're a go getter, but you need to come back into that feminine, loving energy of resting as well. So, I feel like your guys are trying to have you make a plan, like a strategy throughout the day to be able to have that. Because it's going to balance you out. You're not going to be so much in your masculine energy and not so much in your feminine energy to where like you're not getting stuff done, but you're going to have that schedule for you. Okay? Then we have, let's see here. We have the Seven of Pentacles underneath the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like with your healing journey, it's definitely showing more. The planting of the seeds of what you were coming here to heal, especially within your lineage, is now starting to show. You know a lot of patterns that you needed to break within this lineage. Okay? And then we have underneath the Nine of Swords again, yeah, like not being in this like woe is me mentality, like everyone's out to get me. You were kind of like with these little tests from the universe, what was I supposed to know? What am I gaining from this? What am I supposed to learn from this instead of taking it so personally? And the universe is celebrating you for that, for to keep going on your path, but also keep learning. We are always learning on, either boundaries or things along our path. We are always learning. So they're celebrating you for that. As the wheel's turning, and there's going to be a point of boredom because, again, a lot of stuff is moving around you, but the universe is going to test you again, right? And this is more so around your energy. Not giving back to those comfort mechanisms, the ones that give you fear, the ones that overload your mind. So you're going to be tested within that. And what I got for this relationship, I think it's really testing your codependency. Even though it's taken a long time for this to evolve, and I feel like this person is kind of like healing alongside you, just don't get in that codependency energy because that's not really helping here. I feel like that's a coping mechanism that you have, especially when you get into that fear state. You kind of cling on to things very tightly, especially with the Four of Pentacles. So that's what they're guiding you to do, is not get into that codependency energy and just to keep moving forward. And then, let me see here. Okay. Yep, and then, like I said with that, what I got here with you being a leader, right, you're on this new journey, very passionate, but you also need to really rest and find out a new schedule to go here so you can go, do what you gotta do in your masculine energy, taking charge, but also still having that passion while you're nurturing yourself. You can't just go, and this is another part of this whole relationship thing, because that's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be in your masculine energy, being able to be a leader, but also being able to nurture yourself. So I think this is maybe kind of like a test, because you need to learn how to do that, how to balance that out. And sometimes, like when we're going, sometimes our mind does get exhausted and we do end up going into those patterns again. So it's just saying this whole side is kind of like related to this relationship that you are kind of like needing some clarity on right now and along your path. Okay? So we're going to end here with the healing card. So again, this is your healing is like something you planted a long time ago of you healing a lot of things. What you don't know is every time you're healing something, your vibration gets so higher that you are attracting a lot of abundance. You are the abundance. No matter where you go, you attract abundance. So no matter what you decide to do in life, whether it be your hobbies or just something new, especially I feel like you just started something new and you're very passionate about it, and it's just like you're going to find out that a lot of things just work out for you. It's because you chose something higher, higher along your path that you're supposed to be choosing, and you're going to see things work out for you. Okay? Yes, and you have victory because you have gone within, especially a situation that happened recently, and not going back into that woe is me mentality, but actually just learning from it. Then we have, underneath the Seven of Swords, we have the King of Pentacles. So again, I think protecting your peace, protecting who you are, and realize how secure of a person you are, with not going back into those patterns, those comfort patterns. If you were wondering, yes, you two are supposed to be in the spotlight together, but you need to also recognize that you are your own person and they are their own person as well. And I think that's something you are realizing, is that the only time you have codependency issues is when you are in that fear state. Just recognize you two are two people healing and on their own, they're on their own path, you're on your own path, but you're going to be coming together, okay? um it's just you need to recognize that you two are two people, uh you know, and when they go through something, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to be depressed if they're depressed, right? You can still go on and do what you love, and they're always going to be there. They're just going through a hard time, and you could send them energetically love, but don't lose yourself in that. Don't be so codependent where you just let go of things. And I think that's what the universe is trying to get to you, is that have more faith and just keep being you, keep focusing on what you got going on, okay? What you got going on in front of your face. They will always be there, okay? So that is it for this reading. I hope I gave you some clarity on your path right now. If you would love a personal reading from me, I do personal readings here in Michigan at the Witch's Brew, usually on a Friday. If you are not in the Michigan area and would love a reading from me, I do Zoom tarot readings, so DM me and we can set up a day.